how many repetitions of fascia activations should you do? I get this question often. Well, how many reps should I do? And the answer is tricky because it is totally up to each individual and their particular goals. In the past, because things are evolving and changing, it was common in physical therapy or in training to do 3 sets of 10, meaning you did 10 reps, let's say 10 bicep curls, and then maybe you did something else, and then you did that again and again for 3 sets to make a total of 30 reps. However, with fascia bodywork, it's really unique because your body has its own story, its own fascial story. Some areas might be more tight in your bicep or your hamstring compared to your neighbor. And as you're doing this, there's different goals you might have. You might want to just really dive in and start to work on changing the fascia matrix and reorganizing it to create more healing environment in your body. Or you might want just a good old workout and you want to get the burn on. So let's demonstrate 2 different ways to approach how many reps to do. The first, we're going to do 2 fascia activations, one for the lower body, for the glutes and piriformis. While seated, you can also do this laying on your back. This is a great one with all those spring breakers coming up here to be able to do this in a car or also a plane or at the airport. And the next is going to be for the upper body. With the upper body, whenever you're doing any of the fascia activations, how you fatigue, it plays a role with how many you do. In general, I like to suggest doing about 5 and then see where you're at to do more, or if it's too tired before you get to 5, you could do less. Let's begin first with the slow and intentional approach of making change within the body. Let's take your right leg and cross it over the left. Double check that your posture is situated. You have a slight flexed foot with a leg that is crossed. Plant your other foot down into the ground. I have some blocks underneath because if I were without the blocks, my hips would be too high. You want about a 90-degree angle from the hips and also from the knee touching the floor. Okay, we're going to go slow. We're going to go intentional. Hands go to the outside of your knee. Take a moment to set everything where you need to be. Engage your core and press your knee down into your hand to contract your glute on the right side. Hold it for at least 2 to 3 seconds and very slowly start to bring the knee towards the chest and the opposite side of the body, noticing what you're feeling along the way. Relax to open. Notice how far you are able to externally rotate from the hip. It's just good information to have and to compare to the other side. Relax to open. So we're going to do 5. So we have 3 more here. When you're going slow like this, what you're able to do is feel what's happening. Do you need to contract closer to your hip or closer to your tailbone? You can determine and almost sense some of these things when you're going slow. And that's when you can change up or modify to create the change you're desiring. And let's release. Bring the right foot down, cross the left foot. Take a look at how far that knee turns out. Square everything off, press into the floor and press the knee into the hands. Hold it for a few seconds, contracting your left glute where you need it. Keep it as you bring the knee towards your chest. Relax to open it, press it down. Keep pushing down. Good. What are you learning? What are you feeling? Can you contract your muscles somewhere else? 2 more. Relax. Push it away. Keep pushing it away, dragging it up and across. Relax to open. 1 more time. Slow and intentional. And release. Uncross. Grab a strap or a t-shirt or something if you have one nearby. If you don't, you can also hook your thumbs like this, and you're going to be resisting your arms out. So as we're doing this one, what I like to think about is setting the posture first, finding the core to stabilize that posture. And as you're doing this, you want your shoulders to feel happy. Your arms are resisting out as the arms come up overhead. Stopping at any point where you feel that you have to force yourself out of your posture to achieve more height. It's not about how high you're going. It's about what's happening on the way up. Feeling this on the outside of the shoulders, feeling grounded through your feet and through the torso. Your shoulders are adjusting in the joint so that you're able to get clearance. If you feel stuck in your joint, don't go any further. Even an inch of lifting is still something that's going to benefit you. So noticing here, compared to the leg, The arms tend to fatigue a little bit quicker, right? And so I would determine my reps because of the fatigue I'm feeling in the muscle activation, or if I'm starting to lose my form. Let's do one more. Relax to bring it down, resist out, keep resisting out, so keeping muscle contraction through the movement. Good, and release. Place that to the side. We're going to go back to the piriformis or glute fascia activation that we just did, but this time we're going to go quicker. We're going to go faster in a sense of almost getting your heart rate up a little bit, feeling the breath move through the body, and you'll feel a totally different response that the body has when you work the tissue in this way. Cross that right ankle over, find your setup and posture. Knee pushes out, find it in the glute, and then we move up, relax down. Well, you can actually push down a little bit too if you want to get a little strengthening element. So I'm resisting away the entire time I'm coming up and on the way down. And we move. Dive into your core. Set your shoulders so that your arms are being strengthened. You're getting a little bit of a bicep curl. You're working on the back of the shoulders. And we move. And we move. Solidify your position. Dive into your body. 3 more. Here's 3. And 2. And 1. And release. Arms got to work out, right? Woohoo, it feels good. And we do the same thing on the other side. Find your setup. Posture first, core second, move third. Knee pushes away, dive into the glute, and we lift and drop and lift. Always pushing away, contracting where you need it. Feel that upper body really strong and secure. So here I might fatigue in my glute, in my leg, or in my arms, right? I'm not even counting. I don't know how many reps I did on the other side because that's not the goal. The goal is to get this kind of pumping type of movement. Breath is flowing, strengthening. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. Good. Let that release. Grab your strap or hook your thumbs. Okay, same thing here. Shoulder blades set. If you feel clunky or clicky in your shoulders, feel free to do your palms facing in or hands wider or closer together. Make it work for you. Movement is movement. You know, we want to come always from the most appropriate place for our body, but at the same time, you can also make adjustments to fit your body. And up. I'm going to go a little bit faster now. Slight chin tuck. Shoulder blades set, keeping muscles contracted. I'm going to turn my palms in for a few. Test that out. Good. And 3. I'm counting down because I'm already fatiguing. 2. Maybe you do more than me, and that's fine. And 1. And release. Okay. So I hope I was able to demonstrate for you a couple ways that you can vary the work to work for you. There really is no one particular way to do it or a set number of reps that you should do. I like to say start with 5, more or less. Think about what your body's telling you and work from there. Think about what your goals are and work from there too. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.